This is part 2 of our very special episode about DS games that were based on network television medical dramas. In part 1 I played the Grey's Anatomy DS game, and it was not an enjoyable experience. If the boring dialogue didn't immediately send you into cardiac arrest, then the simple minigame surely did. I mean, who would have ever thought a video game based on a TV show about doctors that bang each other would be bad? Huh, it really makes you think. Well, in the ultimate act of selfless martyrdom, I've sacrificed my time, energy, and sanity just to play the Grey's Anatomy game for DS, all for you. I'm so committed, I even joined a Grey's Anatomy Facebook group and subreddit just so I could really embed myself in Grey's culture. I bet you're thinking to yourself, that's it. There can't possibly be any more medical TV show drama games for the DS, right? Well, here's the first rule about Nintendo DS library. If it was remotely popular between the years 2004 to 2009, you bet your sweet ass there's a DS game about it. So here we go. We got another DS game that was based on a network television medical drama. More specifically, House MD. Unlike Grey's Anatomy that is just finishing up its 53rd season, House MD originally ran for a modest 8 seasons, from 2004 to 2012. The show was very popular during its run, and was well received by fans and critics alike. I remember watching this show when it came out, and I thought it was pretty good. But I haven't seen an episode in about 10 years, so I went out and bought a season on DVD so I could watch it a bit and give you guys the rundown of the show before I start playing the DS game. The series' main character is Dr. Gregory House, played by British actor-comedian Hugh Laurie. Dr. House is a misanthropic medical genius who leads a team of diagnosticians at a fictional hospital in New Jersey. Dr. House, like most geniuses, is a gigantic prick to pretty much everyone he interacts with. Patients, doctors, nurses, friends, doesn't really matter. He's crass, moody, bitter, antagonistic, and deeply cynical. He can easily be described as a curmudgeon, or even a sociopath. He's constantly pushing the boundaries of appropriate workplace behavior, whether it's insulting one of his patients, or sexually harassing a fellow doctor by laser pointering her boobs. Although many aspects of Dr. House's personality may seem to be the antithesis of what is expected from a good doctor, he is considered to be a legend in the field of diagnostics, and is well respected for his brilliance by his peers in the medical field. Each 1-hour episode revolves around the diagnosis of a single patient who is suffering from a yet unknown illness, and it is up to Dr. House and his team to correctly identify the mysterious malady. Throughout an episode, a patient will be misdiagnosed at least once, leading to them getting sicker. At some point, near the end of the episode, new information is revealed, and in a stroke of genius, Dr. House arrives at the correct diagnosis without a moment to spare. In a lot of ways, House MD is as much a whodunit mystery as it is a medical program, and the show repeatedly draws parallels between Dr. House and fictional detective Sherlock Holmes. Both characters are considered geniuses, have a keen eye for detail, and rely on deductive reasoning and psychology in unconventional ways to investigate and ultimately solve the mystery at hand. Even Dr. House's name is a reference to Sherlock Holmes. Get it? Holmes? House? Holmes? House? Huh? Huh?
Huh? Huh?
And just like Sherlock Holmes, Dr. House is super addicted to opiates. On an average episode, Dr. House can be seen popping enough Vicodin to take down Elvis. His colleagues try to intervene and get him to admit that he has a problem, but he'll often say,
"If I'm in a buttload of pain, I need a buttload of pills. Buttload of pills."
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Dr. House has a bum leg, and he needs a cane to walk everywhere. And he's in constant pain, which might explain why he's a little cranky all the time. While watching early episodes of House MD, I noticed something really cool. Dr. House is apparently a big fan of handheld video games. I found multiple episodes in which he can be seen playing a Nintendo DS. And it's not just the DS. He also can be seen playing PSP, as well as a Game Boy Advance SP. His penchant for handheld gaming is so prevalent that even other characters make reference to it in the show.
The board's meeting again this evening. Why don't you settle down? Play some game, boy.
We're playing your damn Game Boy, Earl. whatever else you have so much fun doing by yourself.
What's even cooler is that he seems to be a big fan of the Metroid series. Here he is seen playing Metroid Fusion on his Game Boy Advance SP, and in a later episode, he attempts to wake up a patient by turning up the volume on his Nintendo DS while playing Metroid Prime Hunters. Man, I'm super jealous of Dr. House. He goes to work, plays Metroid, and gets super high. He is truly living the American dream. You know, Dr. House might be the most famous person ever to play a Nintendo DS. Wait, Beyonce played a Nintendo DS? Oh, never mind then. Alright, now on to the game. So you might be thinking to yourself, hey, I own every single DS game ever released in North America, and I've never heard of the House MD game for Nintendo DS. Well, funny story, even though House the TV show was produced for American television, was filmed in a studio in California, and takes place in a fictional hospital in New Jersey, and even though the game was developed by a company from Canfield, Ohio, it was never released in America. Though its North American release was planned for late 2010, it was sadly cancelled. It was, however, released in the UK and Australia. I bought my copy from an Australian eBay seller for about $30, which I thought was a little expensive, but then I saw it was the only copy online at the time, and I didn't want to miss my chance at owning it, so I pulled the trigger and made the purchase. But us North Americans weren't totally left out of the House MD loop. You could purchase House MD as DSiWare by downloading it via the DSi shop. See, it's right here next to Valet Parking 1989. Wait, I don't want to get too distracted, but I just have to dwell on this for a second. There is a downloadable DS game you can purchase called Valet Parking 1989. I mean, cars are cool, I like racing games, but valet parking? Can someone please explain to me how parking some rich asshole's Mercedes-Benz could possibly be an entertaining video game? And 1989? Is there something significant about the year 1989 in the world of valet parking that I'm not aware of? From the trailer, it looks as if you park cars belonging to 1980s celebrities. There's Burt Reynolds, Tina Turner, and I don't know, is that maybe Eddie Van Halen? Geez, they couldn't even get any good 80s celebrities. Maybe if I could park Lionel Richie's BMW, or Prince's Purple Rain motorcycle, or hell, maybe I could just park Rick Astley's Nissan Stanza. Now that's a video game. But sadly, games like Valet Parking 1989 may be lost to time because as of March 31st, 2017, Nintendo has discontinued service to the DSi shop. But I digress. We are here to play the House MD game. Let me just get the cartridge out. Oh wow, this game comes with a month's supply of Vicodin. I love it when DS games come with bonus items.